Hi, my name's Kimberly and I play Mina.
Hey, I'm Alexa and I play Brit.
I am originally from Atlanta, Georgia. And where are you from?
I'm from that Detroit. Hey.
Okay. Are you two in a relationship?
Are we in a relationship?
I don't know. Are we?
A
Good
type?
question.
I guess, yeah.
How often do you release episodes? It just depends. We, on a regular schedule, we release episodes every third Wednesday. Now, when other things happen, maybe we have people that are on vacation or there are holidays that are around, there will be a delay in when we release the episode, but we will definitely let you know. What happened between Mena and Nadia in episode 4? I don't know what happened between Mena and Nadia in episode 4.
No idea.
We don't know. Maybe you'll find out later.
Maybe.
Take your time. Whose song is that in episode 4 over the shower scene? The artist's name is Ashley C. Baby. That's one word, Ashly C. Baby, Baby. And the name of the song is called Take Your Time. So I hope you guys are enjoying the music. We do list all the artist names and titles in the description of each episode. So if you want to check out the artist for yourself, you can do so. Where are you guys located?
Atlanta.
Alana with no T.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Are you guys gay?
Who isn't?
Everybody's a little gay. What did you go to school for?
I went to school for a double major in theater and criminal justice with a sociology focus and a Spanish minor.
I went to school for communications with a minor in theater and Spanish. What is the lowest and highest point of your LGBT journey?
The lowest point, truthfully, I think it may still be happening, but it's that constant questioning of why can't I be normal? Why can't I be in a monogamous heterosexual relationship and be completely 100% satisfied with that? Because it often feels like if you, it feels like you're just choosing to be difficult if you're anything but that's just what the world wants you to believe, but you know it's true. And learning to trust myself in knowing what's true has been real tough. The highest point, though, is that I know for a lot of people, the biggest struggle is the outward acceptance, the familial acceptance, the people around you in your life, at your job, things like that. But for me, for some reason, that's just a non-factor. A non-factor. Only the real ones will get that. Yeah, that hasn't been my greatest battle, and I'm really thankful for that because there are a lot of people, and that is what drives them over the edge. Is, my mom won't love me like Brit, but I'm just kind of like, once I figure out how to love myself, then I'll worry about whether or not other people love me for it.
Ditto. My highest and my lowest point revolve around the story. But ultimately, most of my family didn't know about my sexual orientation. So I accidentally sent out our promo video for episode 1 to my entire family in the family group chat. And it's caused kind of this weird strain. Every time they see me, it's as if they want to talk about it and chastise me. But at the same time, they don't say anything out of respect for my father and myself. So that's kind of been my lowest point, is dealing with my family beyond sending that promo video. And my highest point has been the series and just seeing how it impacts people's lives. My favorite thing is to hear that somebody can relate to this and that it's pulling them and pushing them through their journey, pushing them to accept themselves, even though the people around them may not accept them. So that's always one of my favorite things to hear, and it just really fills my heart up with joy to know that this series is doing something to help the community. What is your favorite food?
So I'm a vegetarian, so I could properly swipe my lesbian card. And so my favorite food is probably ice cream. And I say probably as in definitely. I wanted to give a more substantive, maybe adult answer, but ice cream is lit from sun up to sundown at any point and any emotional state.
My favorite food is any type of bread, so I enjoy cakes and biscuits the most. If you want to send some my way.
Don't. One, you don't have any place to send it, but then two, what? Just gonna eat bread from strangers?
You can catch me at 7 Nanda. Have either of you experienced a parent like Brit's mom?
Not directed at me because I'm not fully out, because I don't really feel convicted to have a whole ceremonious coming out conversation. So it wasn't directed at me because they didn't know, but it still felt very personal. And so, yeah, I've had those conversations. If I'm a proud homophobic, like that conversation, and I'm like, ow, bruh. But I have general rules of engagement. I value my peace quite highly. So I set time limits in my head for how long I'll engage in the conversation, what breaking points I have in the conversation that will make me exit, and I hold myself accountable for that. And then the third is how I can push forward to make myself a more whole, complete, fulfilled individual because of that conversation and not in spite of it.
I have definitely experienced this, not to the extreme of Brit's mother, but definitely in some way, shape, or form. I've heard those words, those terms that she's used amongst my family members. And just like Alexa, I think that you have to be strategic in talking about that with your family or whoever you're discussing it with. So I kind of have to follow the same process to engage my family members with who I am. But at the same time, it's something that we don't really address on a daily basis, a monthly basis. We know about it, but we keep moving and we focus on the other things that do connect us. Where's your favorite place that you've traveled to? My favorite place is Belize. The reason that I enjoyed Belize so much is that I got to connect with a part of African culture that we don't get to see too much of here in the United States, except for maybe the Gullah Geechee. But basically there are a group of Africans who have been untouched in Belize for 300 years. So they've been able to maintain many parts of their African heritage, many of their rituals, many of their recipes for their food. And we had the pleasure of going to, I think it was Dangriga, and eating their cuisine, dancing with them in ways that we do here in the United States, and just really talking to them about who they were. And that was a beautiful thing. Also, I connect strongly with nature. So we got to spend a lot of time in the water. We were able to go under the water to see the vegetation and the wildlife that exist, which was super exciting. I never thought that I'd swim with the shark, but I did. Yes, we did some environmentally sustainable projects. So we helped to pick up litter that was on the beaches of Belize due to us Americans who don't really value other countries in the way that they value their own country. But we were able to pick up some of the litter, help to save some of the fish. We got to survey the fish to find out if they were being impacted by travel litter, so things such as beer cans and plastic wrap, so forth and so on. And it was just, it felt like we were doing something better for the world. And being in Belize helps you to realize how you impact the place that you live in.
My favorite place is the Czech Republic because it felt like home. I moved a lot in my life, so to step off the plane somewhere and just feel right is something that I don't take for granted because I haven't had it a lot in my life. But my two favorite memories are one in Kooks. They're like the rolling hills and all of that and feeling like I was in The Sound of Music. But then also there are these abandoned castles that haven't been monetized. So you can just walk through them and just like, and some of them are left very similar to the way that they were when they were occupied. And so we would just go in and look around, and that was a lot of fun. And some of them were kind of spooky, so that was cool. And then in Prague, waking up kind of with the sun, which is very much how European cultures are. Like, it's like the first like 3 hours of the day are just this relaxing time to spend with yourself and people that you love, and outside a lot of the time. And so I thought that was really cool, and I adapted to that surprisingly well. So I would get up at like 6 a.m. and walk to the square and get a pastry and a coffee, and listen to some of the street artists perform, and just watch people walk by, and people would come by and say hi and all of that. So that was really special. I hope to go back to live there one day.
Is it awkward?
Yep.
On set to perform intimate scenes. Very awkward. Look at her.
I mean,
Like,
honestly, would you get started?
I have to always take nausea medicine before we even get started. So,
I can't help it. Born this way. No, it's not. It doesn't feel like anything other than acting. Because at first, like, there are those jitters, but most of those jitters are just your body thinking that something's about to happen that's not really going to happen.
mm-hmm.
But then once your body realizes, oh, that's not going to happen, it catches up to your brain, and everybody's like, okay, we're acting.
Yeah. Did this project meet your expectations? Personally, since I am the executive producer, along with some sponsors, thank you guys for donating to our project, by the way. We really appreciate it. Because I'm the person that kind of heads this entire thing, I always want more. So I want the cinematography to be even better. I want to take it to the next level. I want the sound to sound better. I'm trying to get even more people involved with our sound quality, and also just trying to get people to help out with the little everyday things that I'm trying to manage by myself that I could easily get some help with. So I think that we've been doing an excellent job. I think that we're growing at the rate that we're supposed to be growing, but I see really big things for this project, and I see us getting there. But in order for us to get there, we have to aim for those goals.
So I didn't really have any expectations because I just kind of showed up, and now we're here. But then as I became more heavily involved in the writing process and then the filming process, my investment increased. And so I think now it's just kind of been exciting just to see and watch it grow. And have fun collaborating with different Black artists in Atlanta. That has been
Absolutely.
Lovely. That has been really lovely.
Shout out to everyone that's been a part of this project. Seriously.
Hashtag Black art.
Hashtag Black art. What's been the hardest part of this process? So the hardest part of this project has just been probably the scheduling and just getting everything together for film day and not running around like a chicken with its head cut off on film day. That's the hardest part of this. But other than that, it's like a hard part that I'm willing to take on because I really enjoy what I'm doing.
For me, it's just been the scheduling because I tend to believe that I can be in 10 places at one time, even though that's never been true. But I think I'm going to have to keep being proven wrong on that until the day I die. So until the day comes where I can be in multiple places at one time, scheduling is always going to be the hardest thing for me. But it's something I want to do and something I'm committed to. So
the next question is, have you two been intimate?
Does that count?
I think that counts. What do you like to do outside of film?
That.
What do you like to do?
That. Also, I enjoy a lot of travel. Traveling is my favorite thing. In fact, I'm struggling right now because I tend to make financially irresponsible decisions when traveling opportunities arise. So I just like to be other places and do things like skydiving and skydiving. I like to stargaze. I have recently discovered how much I like to stargaze. No, because I like to go outside and stargaze.
But you see stars closer with the telly. Why is Alexa in denial about her vocal abilities? Alexa?
I refuse to be disrespected by this question.
You guys haven't heard her sing. Will there be more sex?
Sex with me, so amazing.
And she just broke my microphone. Now I have to get a new one.
You know, my mom always told me that there'd be people like you in the world.
Let's go ahead and answer this question. Sit back.
Haters.
Nobody is a hater here. If you can't sing, you can't sing.
I thought you said if you can't see. I was like, now we're going to attack my vision? Like, bro. My answer is just simply if the story calls for it, then yes. But part of the problem with media today is that there's just unnecessary sex. I mean, it might be fire, but it's unnecessary. So if it progresses the plot line, then yeah. If not, then
Where can we follow you guys on social media? So you can follow the page or our productions company at 92TMNK. If you want to follow me personally, you can follow me at 92TMNK with an underscore. Who does the writing for this story? And everyone takes part. So myself and Lexi, we've kind of torn the script apart, rewritten parts of it, modified it for characters, and so forth and so on.
we got some Alana folk, you know. So I need to sound like Alana folk.
Okay, so you could do it, but I couldn't do it.
Alana.
Yep, that one's going in here. Who is the better kisser?
I like to go outside and circus.
But you see stars closer with the telescope.
No, I don't want to see them closer. I want them to be great and beautiful and majestic in the sky. But I want to lay on my back in grass and I want to stargaze. A little bit drunk, maybe a little bit high. Stargaze. It's perfect. It's like the whole world that swallow you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like to be swallowed.
By the world and the universe and the galaxy. Yeah, I like to do other things besides filming. Traveling is definitely like number one on that list. When I become a millionaire one day, because I'm going to invent some amazing product, I'm going to never be here. I'm going to have a house here, but I'm going to be everywhere else. So I enjoy, what do I enjoy again? Traveling. I enjoy traveling. That's number one. I'm not a copycat. I've been here a little longer on this earth than she has. So
That's hilarious.
therefore, traveling.
By like 12 minutes.
12 minutes equals 2 years. So
You're basically, you don't even have neck control for the first 2 years of your life. You can't, like.
I remember when I was 2. I really don't. But I remember when I was 4 while she was 2. Anywho, I really do enjoy the traveling part. And very fun, very fun. Love doing, going places, being anywhere but Georgia. I also enjoy anything science related. So, it could be astronomy, geology, anthropology.
This is going downhill very fast.
The cultural sciences, but I really, really enjoy that a lot. So if y'all ever want to buy me a book that's related to science, that's fine.
I'm going to try to bring that one back. I also enjoy political advocacy and I'm enrolling in law school, so that's going to be fun. And what you mean, You already... Anyway.
Because she just brought it back.
I did. Because it's about me now.
And now back to me. I also enjoy reading Sailor Moon fan fiction.
That's weird because I enjoy lobbying on the Hill in Washington, D.C.
And I also enjoy doing real stargazing where I actually go outside with my telescope and I look at planets along with stars.
How many times a year?
Anytime there's a clear night.
Once.
And
Once
I have stargazing parties.
The other day.
What?
There was a full moon the other day.
There was a full moon the other day.
Did she go out with the telescope? No,
yes,
she didn't.
I did.
No,
was she here? No, she wasn't to even know that.
I was here that day.
But not that night.
So?
The only reason that this telescope is even as high as it is, because it's normally broken down, is because I use it.
It's not used.
Okay?
It is
I use it all the time.
Whoever got her this?
I bought it and I use it so much that I even had to replace the laser that points out where the stars are. Okay,
that's because it was faulty to begin with. She used it one time.
It wasn't faulty to begin with. I left it on. Okay, God damn it, I left it on.
And the
battery
battery is about to die on this.
Shit.